Guys, see how effective this trendline strategy is. Look at the number of pips we are catching just from taking trades based on the trendline strategy. Guys, this is a very simple and one of the most effective way to build a small account in trading financial markets, whether forex, whether volatility indices, whether metals, whatever you're trading. Guys, you'll be able to just from a third touch get a very big move like this, risking just a particular or small portion of your account. Guys, I'm going to be sharing with you live trades. This is the trade we took this earlier this morning, and as you can see, price is already moving right down to you can ever imagine. So this is a very wonderful strategy. In the last video we explained some things, but I actually omitted to tell you about something. So we talked mainly on major trend lines, and we forgot to talk about minor trends line like this. These are also zones where you can see try to get moves. So make sure you watch till the end. So okay, traders, welcome to my channel. I am Full Kingsley. By the grace of God, I bring to you guys strategies, tutorials on the forex market, volatility indices, metals like gold, Nasdaq, VIX75, many other instruments. You want to subscribe to the channel by hitting on the subscribe button and notification bell to not miss out. Okay, so on demand, some of you have been asking me to do more of these trendline videos, so that you should really understand how I am able to catch trades based on this. All right, now this is our chart here. We have GPU in front of us, and if you look at it, we have a downtrending market, right? So what you usually do in this situation is you just look at the obvious zones, right? You don't want it to be too steep. You just want to look at what the obvious zones that are gentle in the market. All right, if you look at it very well, if you want to take like this, it will be so steep, and at the end of the day you will not draw very well like this. You realize that you are going to violate some zones. All right, even though that is still a trend line, but it's not a very good trend line. Now you need to look at trend lines where they are not that steep. All right, they are gentle. Okay, for instance, if you want to draw a trend line here, I look at an obvious peak like this. Okay, I look at this, so I connect. All right, I just pick from here and then I drag. Okay, so when I connect like that, I just drag and make sure that I get the touches. All right, so when you get the touches, you just make sure that this high gets connected to this high here, right? You just make sure you get the touches. Now you have connected the first and the second zone. Now all you need to do is sit down and watch price come to your zone. All right, now this is another obvious zone up here. Okay, you simply connect it as well. You just connect it like that. Okay, I know you are going to have zones in bigger time frame, maybe even like in the daily time frame, maybe in the 12 hours time frame. You are going to see other zones where you can also be connecting. Like here, for instance, you can still connect. Just ensure that you get all your zones connected. All right, because in one point or the other, price is going to come and react to those zones there. Right now, you see these are the zones we have connected. Now when you drop to these small time frames, these trend lines that you connect, they are potentially going to act as support and resistance. Okay, in fact, in this case, they will act as resistance because price is up. So now you have connected both major and minor zones. All right, now price is going to react to these zones, and you are going to be taking your trades based on it. That is just simple as it is. Now what you do now is simply wait for price to play out. Okay, now you wait for price to come back and hit the third time, because price has rejected the second time. Now you see here price has already hit the third time. All right, you see that this was the first and the second. All you have to do is just execute your trade without any hesitation. Guys, you just take your sell trade without any hesitation, and then you wait for price to play out. All right, because you want to be taking your trades, that's where you enter and you are taking your trades. You see how price drop just immediately after that, and then you are waiting because that trend line remains there. Just keep the trend line there because it's going to act at your it's going to act as our resistance, right? So you just wait for price to come and then he rejected. Now in situation like this, you can just see, because price rejecting this zone, you can just try to add the confluence a little bit. You just connect this zone here, you just make it a resistance zone. Okay, you just use a triangle tool, because you see that as price comes and rejects here, once it breaks this zone, automatically become what resistance. So now you are just making it to look more more presentable, and it looks more like a zone where price will hardly break through. So once you connect like that, you wait for price to come and hit the zone again. All right, or sometimes you can just place your pending order. You can place your sell limit order and then your stop loss above there. All right, and then you just wait for price to come and get and execute it. Sometimes you can just wait for price to come and reject. Now you see that here price has come and rejected. Okay, you see that price came and rejected in the trend line here. For someone who entered earlier would have made something out of it. So you just enter here, your stop loss should be above there. Okay, once it's above there, your target is just below the zone there, and then you see that you have simply won a trade just by doing that. Just look at it, guys. We have already got 1-2 good setups. All right, and if you look at it very well, you have not used any complicated indicator. You have done nothing. All you have to do is connect this first high to the second high. I know people have different ideologies on trend lines. Some say you cut through the week, some say you do this, but for me, what works for me, I connect this high and this high. That is why you can see I had this trade opportunity in the morning, and you see it was just as simple as that. I connected this high, I took it, I connected to the second high and waited for price to come back. It rejected the third time. I can see a doji candle pointing downward showing bearish momentum. What I do, I execute my trade. That is all, guys. I see prices drop so powerfully, and I told you that if you want to draw a trend line, avoid. That's why I don't draw my trend like like this. Okay, I don't cut through weeks, or I don't come here and then I instead draw like this, because if I draw, I skip this zone, I'm going to cut across here. So what I simply do is I make sure that I look at the obvious zones. Now if you look at it, we have an obvious zone there, which is this high. I just connect there. Simple like that. Very simple, guys. When price comes the third time, I take my trade set. All right, and if you look at the euro US dollar examples that we showed, we draw our measures trend lines. Price rejected once, twice, came the third time. That was a very good move. And once you see that price move, I remember this is a major trend line. Now it doesn't mean that we are not going to see other zones below. If you look at it, this is another zone below, which is a minor zone. So price come create another low, pulls back and rejects. Okay, comes down to create another low. It's so simple. Now what you do is simply connect this high to this high. That's all you have to do, guys. And then you wait. You might place a sell limit order. In this kind of situation, it would have been good. So that price got here and drops powerfully. You enter here, your stop loss above. You might want to be targeting the previous lows in this situation, right? You might want to be targeting the previous lows like that, and then you see that you are simply going to get your trades on point. That is just as simple as, guys. So it's just as simple as that. You don't need to complicate the system. All right, when you take your trade, you might target these zones, or maybe you target the zones that are down. That's all. You just need to do a simple connection, and you are going to see price come back to your zone just like that. And that's how you see us able to catch and moves like this. So that's basically simple as it is, guys. And I'm going to be bringing to you guys more video as you people demanded. All right, so if you find the video helpful, please just give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel by hitting on the subscribe button and notification bell to see more content like this. And if you have not yet joined our Telegram channel, make sure that you check the link in this video's description below or in the pinned comment, and then you just write us up, and then, or maybe you just click on it. You are going to join our forum and you are going to be seeing analysis like this. All right, so thank you for watching. See you in the next video.